Good evening, and welcome to Cascade's first virtual scholarship awards program. I am Terkeisha Robertson-Jones, Chair of the Higher Education and Campus Ministry. It is an honor to present our students with these awards as they pursue higher education. We also want to take this opportunity to thank our generous sponsors, for without them, this program would not be where it is today. Our Senior Pastor, Reverend Dr. Kevin Murriel, will now come and bring greetings, followed by Minister Camille Henderson Edwards with acknowledgements from the Young People's Division.
Greetings, family. It's Pastor Kevin Murriel, and welcome to our scholarship program. Myself, Ashley, our daughter Scarlett, and our son Anderson Blake, as well as our congregation, congratulate each of you for this milestone that you have achieved in your educational experience. To the class of 2020, congratulations to each of you. You made it to the inimitable, powerful, dynamic, amazing, awesome class of 2020, the class that will go down in history as the one who has come through a global health pandemic, and we celebrate with you. Let me offer a word of thanks and gratitude to our scholarship committee, our higher education and campus ministry, and to each and every sponsor who took the time to pray about your gift and to give a gift financially to our graduates and to those who continue to pursue higher education. We are so thankful to each of you because without your support and your unwavering commitment, this program and this experience does not happen. So thank you to each person who gave sacrificially so that our young people might be blessed as they go back to school this year. I want to encourage each one of you that the sky is the limit for you, that God has endowed you with great gifting, that the Lord has placed his spirit on the inside of you, and there is nothing that you cannot do. You can do all things in Christ who gives you strength. And so I want to encourage you as you continue to pursue higher education to trust in the Lord, says Proverbs 3:5-6, with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge God. And I can promise you, God will direct your path. I can tell you that higher education comes with, and your educational experience in general, comes with highs and lows, peaks and valleys. It comes with mountains and it comes with traversing across rough places, but you are prepared. Your family has prepared you. Your church has prepared you. Your life experiences have prepared you to take charge of your future and to look to the hills, because you know your help still comes from the God of your salvation. I want to encourage you that in those moments where you feel despair and you feel as if you can't make it through, look to Jesus. He still cares about you. He's been the one that has given you the vision, the insight, the energy, and the courage to continue to move forward. And so don't forget about Jesus. Hold him close because he cares for you. Again, I am so proud of you, and I'm going to tell you something that you already know. That is, we have high hopes and expectations for each of you. And with high hopes and high expectations also comes with the benefit of support. We are here to support you. We're here to pray for you. We're here to undergird each of you. No matter what journey or no matter what path you take, we'll be there. Call on us, because we know, like anybody else, that this is a new season for you. It's an exciting one. Seize the moment. Take advantage of it. Enjoy it. Live your best life, because you've been gifted. You've been endowed by your Creator with gifts and blessings. So use them for his glory and help change the world. Again, we love you so much. Again, our entire church family is proud of you. And like I always say, continue to live for God. Love God, follow God. And my prayer is that you would seize this moment, and in all things, you would indeed stay the course. God bless you and God keep you. I love each of you so much. Bye-bye.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Minister Camille Henderson. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Young People's Division here at Cascade. I would also like to welcome you to this virtual scholarship program. To start, I would like to congratulate all of our graduates and scholarship recipients on a job well done. You all have completed a work in times that were unpredictable, in times that were chaotic, in times where you did not always see your next step, but you finished even until the end. And so for that, we celebrate you. We celebrate your brilliance. We celebrate your tenacity, your strength, your courage. We celebrate the wisdom that you've displayed. We celebrate the fact that you have remained consistent. And for that, I am so proud of each and every one of you. I also know that the work that you have completed in these past few years was not done in a vacuum. I know that you have the village. You have those people who have come to support you in whatever way necessary. Those moms and dads, grandmothers and grandfathers, uncles and aunties, and friends and family members who have sacrificed, who have prayed your way through when you could not pray for yourself, who have made it so that you were held accountable to the things that God has called you to do. And so for that, I also congratulate your village. Finally, I would like to share my public appreciation for our higher education and campus ministry. You all are so dynamic. I am so grateful for your commitment and for your display of the standard that you have set for our students in higher education. I am grateful for the ways that you continue to support this church and the ways that you continue to make sure that our students and beyond are supported and that they have a community of faith that they can remain connected to. Congratulations also on a job well done. Grace and peace to all of you, and my continued prayers for all that you will continue to do in this moment and beyond. God bless.
Cascade Scholarship Program is part of the Higher Education and Campus Ministry, which falls under the Young People's Division. There are several activities held throughout the year, but the scholarship program is one of the highlights of our ministry. Our scholarship program began as an incentive for our Cascade graduating high school seniors as they transitioned into their freshman year of college. We have come far since Cascade presented two $1,500 awards in 1986 that were solely funded from the church's budget. Over the years, we have provided funds to Cascade High School seniors, undergraduate and graduate students, and students from the greater community. The awards provided are not designed to pay for tuition, but to provide an incentive for our students to remember the Christian values taught at Cascade, and to encourage them to continue performing at their best, even when away from home. Cascade High School seniors are eligible for an award if they complete the online application and submit the required documents by the deadline. Cascade has a group of dedicated individuals who continue year after year to make this program successful. Our planning team and ministry members have worked diligently to assure that our scholarship program is second to none. An extra special acknowledgement goes to our scholarship program chair, Mr. Nigel Kelly, our webmaster, Mr. Ron Taylor, and Reverend Timothy Farmer for his IT support. There were others who spent many hours preparing for this program, and their efforts are greatly appreciated. Thank you all for a job well done. This program could not exist without our valued sponsors. Thank you for your dedication and continued financial support of our scholarship program. This year, awards will be given to 23 Cascade High School seniors. 44% of our awards will be given to outreach students. 479 applications were submitted, and 237 eligible applicants. I am proud to announce that we have 140 students receiving a total of 244 awards. I am also happy to share that we have 3 new awards this year. We thank our sponsors for continuing to support and believe in the value of higher education and our awards programs. Awards are divided into 5 categories: individual, made in memory or honor of someone; colleges and universities; fraternities and sororities; church ministry groups; and church-funded awards. There are 3 classifications for our awards. Scholarships are $1,000 and higher, grants are $500 to $999, and book awards are $200 to $499. As mentioned earlier, the awards presented in 1986 came from the operating budget of the church. The majority of our awards are now funded by our sponsors. I am pleased to report that 91% of our awards given this year are funded by our sponsors and not the church operating budget. Again, we offer our sincerest thanks to each person and group that chose to support our students by sponsoring an award. Students, please note the following. Detailed award letters giving instructions on how to obtain your award funds will be emailed to you and your parents on or before August 15th. All requested documentation must be submitted by October 1st, 2020. The scholarship program booklet will be provided electronically and emailed to our sponsors, students, and parents. Nigel Kelly, our chair of the scholarship program, will now present our individual awards.
Thank you, Terkeisha. I'm excited to present our first category of awards. This category includes awards in memory or honor of individuals who are members, friends, or loved ones of our congregation. This is the largest funded category. Detailed award descriptions and award amounts will be included in our program booklet that will be shared electronically after today's program. The first award in this category is the Robert and Clarissa Baker Award. Recipients are Aaliyah Banks, Ryan Carter, and Kaya Dumas. Our next award is the Hattie Baker Award. The recipients are Danielle Johnson and Lauren Newman. Next is the Carolyn and Alfred Bird Award. The recipients are Imani Alsobrook, Danielle Brown, Amber Burks, Justin Burks, Austin Burns, Jada Carey, Carl Kennedy, Sydney Laws, Chase Lloyd, Angela Powell, Lawrence Primus, Marilyn Reed, Don Roman, and Trinity Warfield. Our next award is the Jenny L. Carroll Memorial Award. The recipients are Javaris Askin, Justin Clark, Victoria Fountain, Jared Karankier, Kai Livingston, Hannah Savage, and Kai Shearer. Our next award is the Dr. John and Miss Susan Gibson Carter Award. The recipients are Ashley Hobbs and Malia Howell. The Andrew and Ernestine Curry Award recipient is Aaron Kelly. Our next award is the Albany State University Memorial Award, honoring Mr. Samuel Dees. The recipient is Jayla Russian. The Miss Doris McGee Deckard Memorial Award. The recipient this year is Naya Fontanez. The Marsha Lynn Clark Dell Award goes to Kennedy Lewis. The Reverend Valerie Johnson Irvin Endowed Memorial Award. The recipients are Jonah Cotton, Dumar Young, and Amanda Zbachnik. Our first new award this year is the Christopher Redding Edwards and Erin Victoria Edwards Award. The first-time recipients are Anjali Gamble and Edna Rutland. The Mary Helen Norris and William Fields Memorial Award. This year's recipient is Michaela Strozier. Our next award is the Herman D. Fryer Memorial Award. The recipient is Brianna Roll. The Johnny W. Fryer Award recipient is Sydney Mance. Our second new award this year is the Kenneth Douglas Fryer Award. The first-time recipient is Courtney Payne. Next is the Mary Fryer Smith Award. This year's recipient is David Jackson. The Wilbur and Addie B. Garner Memorial Award. The recipient is Michael Ashley II. Our next award is the Miss Sylvia Eloise Gilstrap Memorial Award. The recipient is Sonia Randolph. The Grace Family Award in honor of Mr. James and Miss Mary Thomas Grace. This year's recipient is Savannah Dix. Mr. Samuel L. Good Jr. Endowed Award. The recipients are Samuel Gilstrap and Andrew Prysock. The Miss Zenobia Good Endowed Award recipients are Aaron Kelly and Bethany Saunders. Our next award is the Dr. Frederick Hall Memorial Award. This year's recipient is Asha Anderson. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff Memorial Award, honoring Miss Lily Mae Hall. These awards will be presented to the university and designated for students majoring in teacher education. Our next award is the Julia Hester Memorial Award. The recipients are Kendall Belcher, Colby Belcher, Draylion Jones, and Carson Shearer. The Mr. Taj Jabbar Hilton Memorial Award recipient is Roosevelt Snowden. Next is the Lucius Hogan Memorial Award. The recipients are Aaron Foster and Corey Pillow. Our next award is the Gary M. Holmes Memorial Award. The recipients are Garrig Avaloy, Sarah Christian, Laura Newman, and Ariana Russell. The Kenneth Hudson Award recipient is Trevor Thompson. Our next award, the Lucy C. Jackson Memorial Award recipients are Ariane Russell and Jasmine Thrash. The Miss Thelma L. Jarrett Endowed Award goes to Courtney Clark. Next is the Lawrence and Janie Kent Award. The recipient is Michael Poindexter. Now, our last new award this year is the Killen and Simmons Family Legacy Award. The first-time recipients are Nia Anderson, Morgan Robertson, and Mackenzie Stills. Our next award is the Rachel H. King Memorial Award. This year's recipient is Amanda Zbachnik. The Costella Burton Lehman Award goes to Gabrielle Kirkman. Next is the Horace T. Lambach Award. The recipients this year are Ariana Griggs, Amir Hughes, and Gabrielle Kirkman. The Reverend Terry and Mr. Lavelle Lemons Award. The recipient is Amanda Zbachnik. Our next award is the Dr. Ed O. McDowell Memorial Award. The recipients are Rashid Freckleton, David Jackson, and Jared Karankier. The Dr. Albany and Helen Price Award recipients are Kaya Dumas and Kristen Mosley. Our next award is the Miss Lily M. Robbins Endowed Memorial Award, honoring McKinley and Ella Robbins. The recipients this year are Sky Walker, William Ward, and Taylor Williams. Our next award is the Annie L. Robertson Memorial Award. The recipients are Lance Thompson and Lucius Williams IV. The Ora S. Shepard Memorial Award. The recipient is Alacia Grisham. Our next award is the Wayman R. Smith Memorial Award. The recipients are Genevieve Ellis and Kamani Heath Jr. The Miss Jacqueline Bowie Thompson Memorial Award. The recipients are Amara Abdul, Marcus Abdul, and Amina Ramsey. Next is the Music First Education Award, sponsored by the Bobby V Foundation and Metro Atlanta Urban Farm. The recipients are Logan Holmes Clopton, Sydney Mance, Cameron Shearer, and Chloe Sneed. Our next award is the Carol and DePriest Waddy Endowed Award. The recipients are Ariana Griggs and Amir Hughes. Our final award in this category is the Gloria M. Williamson Memorial Award. The recipients are Michael Ashley II and Alexis Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, awards were contributed by our sponsors in this category for a total of $71,900. Thank you to our sponsors. And now, if you would like to establish an award in memory or honor of a loved one, please email us at scholarship@cascadeumc.org. The minimum contribution is $200. And now, Dr. Letitia Mobley, our hospitality chair and one of our award sponsors, will present the next two award categories.
Our next category of awards are sponsored by specific college and university alumni groups of Cascade. These awards are given to students attending those institutions. Clark Atlanta University Alumni Award. The recipients are Ronald Baker, Jonah Cotton, and Dumar Young. The Florida A&M University Rattler Strike Award. The recipient is Joshua Clements. Hampton University Alumni Award. The recipient is Aja Adams. The Howard University Bison Award. The recipient is Jasmine Smith. Men of Morehouse Alumni Award. The recipients are Zachary Hunter and Michael Poindexter. South Carolina State University Bulldog Award. The recipients are Xavion Knox and Mackenzie Zimmerman. The Southern University and A&M College Award. The recipient is J.C. Combry. Women for Spelman College Award. The recipients are Lauren Bailey and Amber Donaldson. Tuskegee University Alumni Award. The recipient is Martina Hakeem. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to report that $6,550 was contributed by the sponsors in this category. Thank you, sponsors. If your college or university did not present an award this year, encourage your fellow alums to support our students desiring to attend your institution. The next category of awards are sponsored by members of fraternities and sororities. Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated Sorority Award in honor of Mrs. Nellie Love Myers. The recipients are Nia Anderson, Samuel Amir Bell, Desmond Braxton, Ryan Carter, Joshua Clements, Kennedy DeVoe, Camille Garden, Erica Holland, Carolyn McDuffie, Lauren Oliver, Sierra Pettis, Lauren Sanders, Elena Toba, and William Ward. The Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated Award. The recipients are Micah Bolton, Ryan Carter, Christina Edwards, Martina Hakeem, Nicholas Helms, Alexis Jacobs, Aaron Kelly, Maya Lofton, Shayna Lofton, Kennedy Pettis, Brenda Robertson, Danielle Stallings, Trevor Thompson, Elena Toba, and William Ward. Our next Greek Letter Organization Award is the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Award. The recipients are Aaliyah Banks, Samuel Amir Bell, Marcus Brown, Rachel Drakeford, Jade Fryer, Joshua Gregory, Malia Howell, Darian Johnson, Renee King, Samuel Marks, Sonia Randolph, Chicory Smith, Ari Sneed, Chloe Sneed, Chadrick Thomas Jr., Trevor Thompson, and Malcolm Walker. The Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated Higher Education Award. The recipients are Joshua Gregory, Danielle Stallings, and Zachary Williams. The Men of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Award. The recipients are Samuel Amir Bell, Todrick Ennis, Kennedy Pettis, Brenda Robertson, Chicory Smith, Hunter Smith, and Marshall Smith. Our final Greek Letter Organization Award is the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated Award. The recipient is Sigmund Tucker. We are proud to report that $29,000 was contributed by Cascade's fraternities and sororities. Thank you for your continued support of our students. Lily Robbins, former Higher Education Ministry Chair and an award sponsor, will introduce the next two groups of awards.
The next group of awards are sponsored by Cascade Church Ministry Groups. The first award is this category, is the Chancel Choir Award. The recipient is Jamarl Wilkins. The Helen Strickland Memorial Award, sponsored by our Communion Stewards Ministry. The recipients are Genta Bickerstaff and Hunter Smith. The Gospel Choir Award. The recipients are Christina Edwards, Samuel Gilstrap, and Sierra Moses. The Health and Wellness Ministry Award recipient is Kendall Pillow. The Higher Education and Campus Ministry Continuing Education Award. The recipients are Danielle Brown, Amber Burks, Justin Burks, Clarence Clark II, Ashley Green, Joy Henry, Alexis Hill, Danielle Johnson, Sydney Laws, Perry Oglesby, Kendall Peterson, and Corey Pillow. The Higher Education and Campus Ministry Graduating College Senior Award recipients are Justin Clark and Kendra Whitehurst. The United Methodist Dollars for Scholars program includes matching support from a student's church for $1,000, the United Methodist Higher Education Foundation for $1,000, participating United Methodist related schools for $1,000, and participating United Methodist Church Conference foundations may match up to $1,000 for a total of $4,000. Our 2020 United Methodist Dollars for Scholars Award recipient is Hunter Smith. Congratulations, Hunter. The Cascade United Methodist Church Legal Ministry Award recipient is Promise Gimmenscale. The next award is the Men's Chorus Award. The recipients are Amber Donaldson, Joseph Hunter, and Dumar Young. The Men's Usher Board Academic Award recipients are Kennedy DeVoe, Rachel Drakeford, Anjali Gamble, Camille Gardner, Shelby Johnson, Kendall Laws, Carolyn McDuffie, and Derek Pugh. New Advent Choir Memorial Award honoring Anna Brown and Nika Rakestraw. The recipients are Ronald Baker, Micah Bolton, Eric Helms, Nicholas Helms, Kai Livingston, Jermaine Oatman, Sierra Pettis, Brianna Roll, Marshall Smith, Benjamin Van Winkle, and Jasmine Smith. The Helen Strickland Torchbearer Award recipient is Hunter Smith. The Women's Chorus Award recipient is Kyla Bell. The Women's Usher Board Award recipients are Kendall Peterson and Tia Williams. The Veterans Ministry Award recipients are Micah Bolton and Mackenzie Steels. Ladies and gentlemen, $21,800 was contributed by Cascade Ministry Groups. Thank you, sponsors. The final award category includes our church-funded awards. These awards come directly from the church's budget and are the Reverend Dr. Kevin R. Murriel Higher Education and Campus Ministry Continuing Education Awards. The recipients of these awards are our very own Cascade High School seniors. The church-funded awards, which include the Dollars for Scholars program, totals $12,500. Our 2020 Cascade High School seniors are Imani Alsobrook, Austin Burns, Kennedy DeVoe, Christina Edwards, Samuel Gilstrap, Joshua Gregory, Eric Helms, Logan Holmes Clopton, Joseph Hunter, Carl Kennedy, Chase Lloyd, Sierra Moses, Jermaine Oatman, Sierra Pettis, Lawrence Primus, Derek Pugh, Marlon Reed, Don Roman, Lauren Sanders, Chloe Sneed, Elena Tobo, Benjamin Van Winkle, and Trinity Warfield. We are so very proud of our seniors. We encourage you to continue giving your very best at all times. All of the students presented with awards today are to be commended for their efforts, for they have truly, truly made us proud. Lastly, none of this would be possible without our generous sponsors. So, thank you again for all of your support. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just awarded 244 awards for a total of $141,750. To God be the glory. Nigel Kelly will return to introduce our speakers.
Thank you, Lily. Our new sponsors, Dr. Judith Simmons, will share her reason for sponsoring the Killen and Simmons Family Legacy Award. Dr. Simmons is a native of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and is a doctorate-level professional with nearly 40 years of education experience in teaching, school guidance, and education administration. She's a resident fellow at the Institute of Learning at the Learning Research and Development Center at the University of Pittsburgh. She's also participated in the Public Education Leadership Project at Harvard University. Judith is a creative, self-motivated, and enthusiastic individual who demonstrates excellent interpersonal communication skills, leadership, and organizational skills. Following Dr. Simmons, our challenge speaker, Dr. Bridget Yancey, will provide an encouraging message to our students. Dr. Yancey is a native of Atlanta, Georgia, and she's leveraged her gifted violin play to obtain a full scholarship to Loyola University in New Orleans, where she earned a bachelor in music education. She is a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and the Order of Omega Greek Honor Society. Dr. Yancey recently graduated with a Doctorate of Worship Studies in Christian Music from Liberty University in May of 2020. She's used her talents to play violin for such noted artists as Stevie Wonder and T-Pain, and as well as the symphony orchestras across the southeastern United States. Dr. Yancey has shared her musical and educational gifts by directing Cascade's Young People's Division and the Instruments of Praise orchestras. Lastly, Dr. Robertson Jones will come back and provide her closing remarks.
Good evening. I am Judith Simmons, and I oversee the Bertie Mae Killen Diggs Memorial Scholarship. When I thought about establishing an educational scholarship to honor my mother, I spoke to my sister and my daughters. Later, we reached out to other family members. First, let me tell you about my mother. As a single parent, she attended a vocational school to obtain a licensed practical nursing certificate. While the work was laborious, it was also rewarding. With the salary, she raised 3 daughters in a Christian home. Later, while in her 50s, grandmother of 6, she graduated from the University of Pittsburgh with a bachelor's degree in the School of Social Work. My sister Jan describes her this way: "When I think about my mother, the word perseverance comes to the forefront. She had a never-say-die attitude, which I am sure was fueled by her faith in God, being able to do all things through Christ who strengthens us. My mother never stopped learning scholastically, musically, and most of all, spiritually." Jan also shared when she was in college and had a brief illness, missing her all-important chemistry class. Our mother attended her class to take notes for her. Yes, she was there for her family, but she would also help a stranger in need on the street. She demonstrated being God's hands and feet by being a blessing to others. My daughters agree that their grandmother's legacy can be defined in several ways. Rachel says her most powerful qualities were her dedication and devotion to her relationship with Christ and her family. My grandmother had a gift of prayer and introduced Christ to people naturally. I have so many comforting memories of my sister and I being with her, and she would end up comforting and praying with strangers. As a teenager, I would initially be embarrassed, but as I grew older, I understood it to be her passion. Our family concurs that my mother was a blessing to so many others, and that this memorial scholarship would continue her legacy to be a blessing to others. My family and I are honored to present the Killen Simmons Diggs Scholarship Legacy to Cascade United Church, Methodist Church. As we participate in this noteworthy tradition, I ask you that upon graduating and becoming successful professionals that you support the tradition and pay it forward. Thank you for your attention.
Good evening, Cascade United Methodist Church family and friends. I am Dr. Bridget Yancey, a lifelong member of Cascade, and I'm honored to be selected as the challenge speaker for our scholarship program this year. As a native of Atlanta, my parents raised my sister and I at Cascade, and we all were actively involved in ministry here. I am an educator, violinist, and worship leader. I have taught music in New Orleans, Tallahassee, Florida, and in Atlanta, Fulton, and Clayton County schools. My parents died tragically when I was in elementary school, and my sister and I went to live with our maternal grandmother, who recently passed away at age 97. With the help of our godparents and church community, we stayed active in ministry and attended church service regularly. The prayers of our family, friends, pastors, and church members aided in our healing and growth, which was important. My first challenge to you is to stay connected with your family, friends, and the wonderful church family here at Cascade. During your educational journey, they will be here for you, praying for you, and supporting you through times of adversity and times of celebration and joy. My mother gave me a violin at the age of 8, and I started learning to play a year before she died. After her death, I took a break from playing the violin for a few years, and my grades declined due to my mourning. However, I began playing the violin again in 7th grade, and when I did, I really connected to the music more than I did in elementary school. I believe that God gave me the gift of music, which aided in my healing and allowed me to focus again on my academics. I started making the honor roll again in the 8th grade, and I decided that I wanted to be a music teacher. I knew that I wanted to be a teacher during my 5th grade year, but once I developed my love of music during middle school, I decided to become an orchestra teacher. I went on to graduate from North Atlanta High School of the Performing Arts in 1998 with honors. I was blessed to be a member of the Atlanta Symphony Youth Orchestra and the Atlanta Public Schools Youth Orchestra. I also received a scholarship for violin lessons through the Georgia Academy of Music during my high school years. I went on to Loyola University, New Orleans, and earned my bachelor's degree in music education. I was elated to receive academic scholarships and grants from Loyola, and I also received scholarships from the higher education ministry here at Cascade. My high school counselor helped me to find many outside scholarships, and as a result, I went to school tuition free. During my undergraduate years, I was active in clubs and organizations such as the Black Student Union, the Awakening Student Retreat, and I pledged Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. My second challenge to you is to not only find and apply for outside scholarships, but to also be active in the college community on your campus. Upon graduation, I began teaching music to pre-K students in New Orleans. From there, I moved on to receive a full scholarship and teaching assistantship for the Master of Music Education degree program at the Florida State University in Tallahassee. Upon graduation, I moved back home to Atlanta and focused on my teaching, violin performances with several regional symphony orchestras, and church ministry. 9 years after graduating with my master's degree, I decided to pursue a doctorate. I first began in the Doctor of Musical Arts in Music Education program at Boston University through online studies. 2 years into this program, I felt that God was leading me in another direction. I recalled a vision that God gave to me during my freshman year of college when I was working at the Loyola Institute of Ministry for my work job. During that year, God revealed to me through prayer that I wanted to pursue a theology-based degree at some point of my life. I had an aha moment. I began to search for different degree programs and applied for and was accepted to Liberty University for their Doctor of Worship Studies degree in Christian Music and Theology program. I closed out my credits at Boston University for a certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies in Music Education, and I began my doctoral degree online 3 months later in March 2017. My third challenge to you is to develop a prayer life with God that is so intimate that you know the direction for your life and for your career. Also, do not be afraid if He causes you to change your plans mid-course. Balancing a full-time teaching career, school, and ministry obligations was indeed a challenge. Getting through this COVID-19 pandemic while focusing on defending my doctoral thesis on April 16th was a challenge. Kudos and bravo to all students for navigating their way through online learning during this spring semester. We made it by God's grace, and I hope that all graduates have celebrated despite virtual and postponed graduation ceremonies and proms. For my fourth challenge, I would like to share the 4 P's for success with you. Number 1, discover your purpose in life. Proverbs 3 and 5, English Standard Version reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." At times, your life's purpose may be clear, and at other times, you may not be sure what your next move is. But if you put your trust in the Lord, He will direct your paths through prayer and reveal your purpose to you. Number 2, set your plans. Despite the global COVID-19 pandemic and the rise in racial injustice we are experiencing, we still need to plan for excellence in our lives. Jeremiah 29 and 11 reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." With the pandemic, we must be flexible with our career and educational plans. However, we must follow through with them, knowing that God is on our side. Number 3, persevere through adversity. Getting through high school, college, graduate school, law school, med school, the military, and finding a job is challenging within itself. Add COVID-19 and racial injustice to it, and it becomes adverse. But Matthew 6 and 33 advises us to seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all of these things shall be added unto you. Keep God's will and His ways first, and He will provide everything for you. Number 4, and finally, keep your passion. With the current climate of our city, nation, and world, it is easy to lose focus. But the Apostle Paul wrote in Galatians 6 and 9, "And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we don't give up." Remember, you are not on your journey alone, and you have the higher education ministry and church family here for you. Many thoughts and prayers for peace and blessings to each of you, now and always. Thank you.
We want to thank Dr. Judith Simmons for sharing why she chose to sponsor an award. We hope it inspires you to sponsor one in the future. Our students will definitely benefit from the support. Also, thank you to Dr. Bridget Yancey for sharing her academic journey and providing an encouraging message to our students. Sharing the 4 P's, purpose, plans, persevere, and passion is a good way to start off this upcoming academic year. Before we conclude the program, I would like to highlight 2 ministry events taking place this weekend. In partnership with Ben Hill United Methodist Church, we invite you to join us for our virtual college and career workshop tomorrow, July 25th, from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Our presenters will provide us some useful tools as we navigate through our new normal. We will be giving away registration prizes, so you don't want to miss this rewarding opportunity. If you haven't already done so, please register at cascadeumc.org/HECM. This Sunday, July 26th at 10 a.m., we will celebrate United Methodist Student Sunday. This program gives our collegiate students an opportunity to lead the worship service and showcase their schools. This year, we have something new as our students will participate in our first college drum roll. I'll be there showing my Rattler pride. Can we count on you to rep your school? Thank you once again for joining us this evening to celebrate our students pursuing higher education. Continue to stay safe and have a wonderful evening.